Yo, welcome back, everybody. We back with another banger. It's your boy Jay. Welcome back to the channel. For those that are very new, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. We hope you guys enjoy this channel. We have lots of sneaker stuff on here. We've got some prank stuff on here, and you guys may have recently seen that we even have some podcasts going on here. So make sure that you guys check out the episodes that are up now. Enjoy them while you can, because they will not be being posted to this channel after a while, but you guys can still catch up on the content. Just go on over to Koffee and Kicks podcast on YouTube, hit that subscribe button over there, and that's where you guys will be able to get all your content. For those that are returning, welcome back to the channel. Hey man, thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you guys so much for viewing.
You want the sneak peek?
Today we've got a banger. When I say a banger, I mean a banger drop for you guys today. We've got, as you guys can tell by the title of the video, the Air Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined. Dude, Jordan is doing their thing with these reimagined OGs, whatever you want to call them. They are doing their thing with these versions of the shoes that they're doing in 2022, 2023. First, in 2022, we seen the Lost and Found Chicago's. Absolutely immaculate shoe. I love those. Gotta have a pair of those. You guys should get a pair too. Tap in with Jay Sneaks on Instagram. He might be able to get you right. Also, now we've got the Jordan 3 White Cement, which is another reimagined shoe. Basically, the reimagined line is basically like the OG colorways, the OG silhouettes, the OG everything being brought back to the shoe. And the only thing that they kind of change from then till now is they kind of give it an aged look, so that way it looks like it's a shoe from the 80s, basically. So like I said, we had the Jordan 1 Chicago, which came out last year. That was a reiteration of the 85 Chicago, and now we've got another reiteration of the 88 Jordan 3. This was one of the original colorways to release in the Jordan 3, and so they are bringing this back with just a few aged hints. You guys can see, we'll just start off with the box first before we unopen this thing. On the box, how it's kind of got that distressed look. If you guys checked out the Chicago Jordan 1 unboxing and review video, you'll see how that box also kind of has this same distressed look to it. So I think that's kind of cool. Like I said, it kind of makes you feel like this is a shoe that came from 1988 and not from 2023. So that off the rips is a very cool hint. You open the box, you got the handy dandy receipt here. 100% authentic, 100% of the time. You know how we rockin'. And then right here, they've got like basically it's like a little card, a little piece of paper that kind of breaks down the making of a shoe, basically the whole anatomy of a shoe. So it kind of, shows you exactly what your upper is, your sock liner, your heel air sole unit, forefoot air sole unit, all that good stuff. It'll be right here on this paper, broken down for those people like me who have no clue what to call each part of a shoe. And then of course on the box around, you've got your classic elephant print right here. And whenever you open the box, the paper is also the classic elephant print. But let's go ahead and get right into these bad boys. These are a fire pair of shoes. I don't want to keep you guys waiting too much longer. I want y'all to kind of build up a little bit of suspense, you know what I'm saying? Get that watch time in, help a brother out, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, opening up the shoe, we've got an absolutely fire shoe right here, guys. Like I said, this is the White Cement Reimagined Jordan 3. This right here is the original colorway from 1988 that released, one of the 4 original colorways that released in 1988 in the original Jordan 3 release. So this is really stupid fire. Like, I love the fact that they're bringing back these OGs, stuff that people had whenever Jordans first originally dropped. They're bringing it back and giving us us new sneakerheads a chance to be able to get some of this stuff. Some of these things were released before we were even born, and so being able to come back now and get a reiteration of this in 2023 is just really super dope. But we've got this nice hang tag right here, which also originally came on the Jordan 3. Around here in your upper, it's just like a classic white leather, tumbled leather, which is really kind of cool. I like it. You guys might also notice the shape is just slightly different from a lot of the other 3s that have released, and that's because the shape in 1988 was slightly different than the shapes that they do now. And then, as you guys can see, going down here around the toe box, we've got some of that elephant print that I was talking about earlier. That's just like a classic thing that pretty much comes on all Jordans, on all Jordan 3s, is the elephant print. I really like it when they do kind of like a lighter shade of elephant print and not super dark. I don't know if you guys remember or if you guys have seen them, but the Racer Blue 3s that released last year, they had a really super dark elephant print, which was cool, but it just didn't quite hit the shoe as well as that lighter elephant print does. Also, I think it's fair to mention that a lot of people have been getting shoes that kind of have mismatched elephant prints. So some elephant prints may be lighter, some of them may be darker. We all know that's just Nike's good old quality control. So nothing we can really do too much about that. On my pair, you guys might be able to see that there's slightly darker elephant print, but I think it still meshes with the shoe well, just because we've got some darker hints to it with the black and the cream colored and stuff like that. So speaking of that cream color, you can see that going around here into your midsole right there. You can kind of see that difference between the upper and the midsole, how the upper is just a pure white, where that midsole is more of like a cream aged look. And that's kind of like I was saying, how these shoes are supposed to look like they were from the 80s. So if you had this shoe in the 80s, more than likely your midsole would look like this due to yellowing. And so that's why they went ahead and brought it like this. You can also see that cream on the heel tab right there in the back, which also would have been yellowed by now. Also, another cool thing on the heel tab that they did is they brought back the Nike Air logo on the back of it instead of having the Jumpman logo. So whenever Nike originally released these shoes, there was no Jordan brand. You know, they still had no clue if Jordan was going to be the great GOAT that he is, although LeBron is the GOAT. And so they, you know what I'm saying, didn't have their own brand for Jordan yet. It was just the Nike brand. So all the Jordans had Nike brand logos on it. And now in today's time, since there is Jordan brand, most Jordans that are releasing nowadays have Jordan logos on it, the Jumpman logo, instead of the Nike Air. So I think it's really cool that they went ahead and brought that back and put that on this shoe. Also, going around to the back, we can see on the midsole here, we've got a little bit of that age look, but right above it, we've got black around the heel part there. And then going down right here to the outer sole, we've kind of got a gray around there. But there's really not a whole lot to these shoes. You can see that the eyelets here on the bottom are red, and then the eyelets here at the top on your heel are going to be black. You're going to have some regular white laces with a red Jumpman logo. And then on the inside here, you're going to have red foot liner with Nike Air on the inside. And then on the bottom, you're just going to have your classic kind of Jordan 3 bottom with gray, red, and white. So really not a whole lot into this shoe. It's a really simple shoe. It's more about, to me, the history of the shoe, and that's kind of what intrigues me the most about a lot of these shoes, is not only the look, but also like the meaning behind it and stuff. I always kind of get a little kick out of reading articles and stuff about the design for this shoe, you know, how they came out and all that stuff. So I really enjoy these. I think that these will do very, very well. Market prices on them as of now, which today is release day that I'm making this video. I just picked these up from JD's earlier. No, not JD's. That's where I usually get the cops from, but JD's ain't been showing me no love here lately. So I actually got these from Dick's. Dick's came in clutch. They had some reservations, first come, first serve reservations. So I was able to grab a pair of these. So being able to grab a pair of shoes that have a good history behind them, a good meaning, and it's not just a general release that is just a general release and that's it. I like that, you know, there has a purpose. So I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like the general release shoes. They're kind of more of like the hype and stuff like that, and not necessarily the hype, but just like the more sought after pieces. I think even those people will appreciate a shoe like these and the lost and founds that have a lot of meaning behind them. And also for me, 3's are they are my favorite shoe of all time. I was gonna say they're definitely one of my favorite shoes, but there is no one of. They are my favorite silhouette of all time. I love the Jordan 3. It looks very well on foot. It looks well with jeans. It looks well with shorts. So I like it a lot. I think right now, like I said, prices on these are around $300. So you may be able to get them around $300, but I do advise that you probably go get them as soon as possible, because I'm imagining prices on these to be a little bit more closer to the $400 range as time goes on. But also, like I said earlier, this is a Jordan 3, so you have to remember that Jordan 3s are not the most sought after silhouette of all time right now, especially not in today's economy. I would say more of like the Jordan 4s are more sought after, some of the Dunks and other things like that. The 11s are always a classic that people go towards, but 3s, they hold their own weight. So I feel like if you want a pair of these, you should go and make sure you get a pair now. Tap in with Jay's Sneaks on Instagram. Like I said, he might just be able to get you right. But that's going to be it for us today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure that you hit that like button, hit the comment section, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the reimagined Jordan 3s, whether you like them, whether you dislike them, whether you think I'm an ugly piece of shit. I don't care. Just drop a comment below and let me know. Anyways, until next time, everybody, Hates Jae. We out, baby. Let's go.